Good morning and welcome to TDN Africa Media with me, Sylvia John. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend because I did have a good one myself. I went out, have fun with friends, and here I am doing the work. Welcome to the Breakfast Show. This is our very first edition of the Breakfast Show, and we are here to give you the credibility that we're known for as TDN Africa Media. The Breakfast Show is a current affairs program coming up every Mondays to Fridays, 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. live in all of our social media platforms. We're here to give you the credibility that we're known for. Don't forget, guys. So stay tuned as we go for this short break. Of the Breakfast Show, we'll be showing you the exclusive interview that was done with Madam Femi Claudius-Cole, the leader of the Unity Party. American Islamic scholar praises His Excellency, the President, and a Sierra Leonean philanthropist who made a huge donation towards the Turkish artwork. We'll be right back after this break. By a reporter, Joy Claudia Sawyer, with the woman himself. And we all know when you talk to women about politics, it's going to be something very interesting to look at and to hear. Let's just take a short view of the interview. Let's see what the discussion was about.
Good afternoon and welcome to TDN Africa Media. I am Joy Claudia Sawyer, and today I am with a very important person in the political system of Sierra Leone, and that is Madam Femi Claudius-Cole. We're having a discussion, a dialogue, and I hope you learn and be inspired. Good afternoon, Madam Claudius-Cole. Welcome to TDN.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so up front, I believe this is a question you've had a number of times, but we'd love to know who is Femi Claudius-Cole.
Let's go from the beginning. Femi Claudius-Cole is a nurse. She is the matron of the Western Clinic. She is a mother. I have 2 adult children, a son and a daughter. I am the founder of the Unity Party, and I contested the 2018 presidential elections. I'm a proud loser. I am the chairperson of the Consortium of Progressive Political Parties, and I am an advocate for the people of Sierra Leone. I am passionate about my country. I want to see Sierra Leone be the paradise that it was meant to be.
Okay, so getting it from you being passionate about Sierra Leone and the progress and development of Sierra Leone, where do we say that inspiration or that drive come from?
I can tell you that the inspiration comes. There was a time where traveling was my passion, and I didn't travel as extensively as I wished, but I traveled enough that whilst living abroad, I always came to Sierra Leone. I was always in Sierra Leone. I wasn't one of those who went abroad and never came back. I was one that went abroad and came back every holiday. I would either spend, when in school, I would either spend my summer holidays in Freetown or in Nigeria. And as I grew into adulthood, and when you travel and you look at other countries, and then you come home, you come to Sierra Leone, and you ask the question, why? you have that feeling, even way back in the 70s, 80s, that when you came back to Sierra Leone, you had the feeling that you were leaving a city and coming into a village. And I always wondered, why? And then you look at what Sierra Leone is proud of in terms of its natural resources. And I'm always like, why? Why are we the poorest nation? We're the rich, one of the richest nations, but have the poorest people. So that connection, and I've always been interested in politics. I am one of these people that you find, you know, when you go to a party, now we can then a corner, they talk politics. Instead of we're dancing, within a corner, they analyze politics. And in 2015, 2016, the realization began to dawn on me. I began to spend more time in Sierra Leone than in America.
Okay.
And you look, you're working in America, I can say to some extent I was valued in what I was doing. I was an intensive care nurse. But then I'm thinking, so Femi, I don't understand. You're going to work all your life in the States, at which point you have a hospital in Sierra Leone. You know, at that point, Papa done the old, father died, my mother died first. And my mama been passionate about the hospital. She was a midwife.
Can I just quickly, before we go into case, so before coming into the discussion proper on politics, earlier on, you corrected me when I called you Dr. Claudia School.
Yes.
And you said there is one who
Is
was,
the doctor.
yes, and then you were a nurse. So I want to know the transition from childhood to how you got into the medical field, and then...
Oh, medical field was in my DNA. It was wired into my DNA. My father was a physician. We got to hospital with me, Papa and Mama, and then found them. My mother was a midwife. My mother was very dynamic in the Sierra Leone Nursing Association. She was president of the West African College of Nurses. So I was about meet and oath. My elder sister is a doctor. My nephews, I have...
And this is what we want to say to the people. We think that as women, we could be good example to the nation. We could be good people to the country. We could be a good president to the people. As we see, the interview was an exclusive one, and if you want to get the full interview, I advise you go to our page at TDN Africa Media, and you can get the full interview. I myself, I cannot get enough of the interview because it was good topics, good discussion, good flowing. We want to say thank you to our reporter, Miss Claudius Joy Redwood Sawyer. That was an amazing interview. Honestly, I cannot get enough of that interview. And if you're just tuning in, this is TDN Africa Media breakfast show that comes up every day, 8:30 to 9:30. So you guys can stay tuned with us. In another news, we posted earlier about the rumors and about the aspiration for women to be leaders, for women to be a president. I want you guys to just take a sneak peek of that. Let's see how the women are busting things up, because we think we are ready to rule and to be president. But let's get the video that was done by our reporter, Mr. Conte.
Hello and welcome to TDN African Media. Hi, I'm Ibrahim Lamin Conte. Presently, we are at Furabe College asking the views of students about the prospect of having a female president come June 24, 2023.
Hello, I am Rabiatu Mansai and I'm a final year student mass communication.
Okay, madam. What about the prospect of having a female flag bearer?
To start with, I think it's the best idea for us to stand out, because most often we think that women should stay at home or women should be in the back. Unlike other countries in Africa, we see that women are in the forefront, so it's time for Sierra Leoneans to give women the chance, because I know we are capable of doing it and we can do more and we can bring changes just like men can do.
Do you think women are ready?
Of course, we're ready.
Really?
Yes, I am also ready for any challenge or any position that may befall me.
My name is Patricia Kabia, a student from FBC Mass Communication Department.
Do you think women are ready to be the leaders of Sierra Leone?
Of course we are, because like being, achieving like the presidential position, I think it's a big achievement for us the women, because like they said we have 50-50, but I think it's not in parliamentary, like in parliament per se, but us having a woman as a president is a big achievement to every woman so far.
Before talking about president, you have to be flag bearer first and all that.
Yeah.
And now the major political parties are yet to give women flag bearership instead of talking about president. What do you think about it?
It's not bias, because they have to give us the opportunity. I mean, we also have to be in parliament. Roughly, if I can say, we don't have at least 13% of women in parliament, not even talking about presidentship. So they need to give us this opportunity. We know it's not easy, because some are saying if women are in politics, it's not, somehow look nice, but I think they have to give us this opportunity. At least let it be 40-60.
There is this excitement I get every time I see women, I see ladies talking about empowerment, talking about being leaders, talking about being bosses. Because honestly, we think it's about time for that to happen. We think it's about time for women to be what we should or we were supposed to be, leaders. Anywhere you pass, any corner, they're female. This is why TDN is here. We're here to bring you the thoughts and views of the people. And honestly, it's another level when people talk about female is going to be this, female is going to be that. There was an interview that was conducted by a reporter, Mr. Conte, also, to the founder for Women for Women, and also the executive assistant for Purposeful. And they had this lovely discussion. If you want to view it, you can go to TDN Africa Media. You can get the full view, because this is what we're here for. But let me just brief you guys. The interview, they talked about the bill that was passed into law by the president now. And in the law stated that in every institution, employers there should be 30% of women as employers in every institution, whether be it private, whether be it public. There should be women. And we think that's a big step, even though, as we heard, the assistant for Purposeful did stated that it's not enough. We want 50-50, which I cannot say it's a bad call, because we think whatever a man can do, a woman can do better. But it was just an amazing thing to know that women were trying, we are building up that confidence, we are building up the rights to say no and to say yes, we're having choices in society. This will never have been possible years back, but now we're seeing the bold step. We're taking the bold steps across. People are saying, we want a female president. People are pleading for a female president. But that has been an amazing discussion. Another discussion that I want to have with you guys is a Sierra Leonean philanthropist, Lamin Ba, made a huge donation into the Turkish earthquake, which is something that we admire in TDN and as Sierra Leoneans as a whole, for you to take another level in helping, in doing charity. Because if we want to be honest, people in that earthquake needed it. Ourselves, we had a landslide years back, and we see people suffered. We see there were loss of lives. There are many victims that lose so many things. And we want to say thank you. You are indeed a philanthropist. I don't know if I mentioned that you are the CEO of Clothing Global, so you did donated 40 feet container worth of clothes. And that is something, that is so much of a something. As a Sierra Leonean, we know it's not easy. Everybody say the economy, but you did the impossible. And we want to commend your work. And on Sunday, which is yesterday, an American Islamic scholar stated in amphitheater at the Farabi College, he praises the president, he commends his president, and he said, on quotes, "I am not here to ask for favors." He's a sheikh, he's a Muslim guru. He said he's not here to ask for favors. He's here so that the Muslims could be warned. And we all know Sierra Leone, we do not do the religious bias and stuff. We are Muslims, we're Christians, we're whatever we can be here. But he's another person that is well appreciated, because we all know when people come into countries like this, even though we have not much as them, we know that what they want is to take. But he stated that he doesn't want anything from Sierra Leoneans except the Muslims should gather and be as one to make sure the country is amazing and a blast. And we see AFCON, you're hiring a footballer that is not even, okay, so the footballer is a midfielder, and is being eyed to play in the AFCON. But we are watching you guys. We're watching you. We really want to see what will become of that. But AFCON, just know that we're watching you and we'll bring updates of that. If you're just tuning in, this is TDN Africa Media, and this is the very first broadcast of the breakfast show. I want you guys to stay with us, but we'll be right back after the short break.
Yes, let's go.
Now me with the clean on the house. Now me with the wash on the car. Now me with the cook no. Now me with the wash on the cloth. Now me with the walk for your shop. Now me with the hug no. I become a person for my happiness, so still be my own. Everybody get roll, no me say your own roll, passing my own.
I feel pumped to have been here and say all this discussion and have all these talks with you guys. That was an amazing music, and we do want to say we own no copy of that song. It is not ours. We play for entertainment reasons. So welcome back, guys. I just don't want you guys to forget that this is Breakfast with TDN with me, Sylvia John. As elections comes closer, we all know Sierra Leone elections is in June 21st, 2023. And so we're seeing all the political parties outside enjoying, voting, declaring, conventions. We're seeing all of those, and we want to give you a brief. The All People Congress Party, there are many flag bearers, as Dr. Samura Kamara also announced that he is a flag bearer of the All People's Congress Party, which we guess it didn't came to a surprise to Sierra Leoneans, given the fact that he competed in the last elections. And we all know that that is how politics happen in Sierra Leone. And the current president, His Excellency Julius Maada, also declared that he is a flag bearer and he will be going for this election with the same ticket, in his words, with the same ticket he went with in the past election, which means he's moving with Jules, the vice president of the country. He said they made a good team working together, so he's moving forward with that trend. Yesterday I saw the All People's Congress Party. They were playing music, they were passing, they were just enjoying themselves. Just the other day was Friday or Thursday. We see the Sierra Leone's people party, they also passed and they were enjoying due to the convention and the declaration. We can see the enjoyment and the aroma. So far, we haven't seen any fights or quarrels. And I want to take this chance and opportunity to advise you all that the upcoming election, all you have to do is go cast your vote and go back home and stay safe. As Sierra Leoneans, that is a priority to us. You have to cast your vote. Right after that, you should go home, because that day is always a holiday for workers. So what you do is go do your thing and then go back home, because we want you to be safe. I'm enjoying myself. I'm talking to you guys. We're having all this chat and I'm bringing you updates of everything that is there. And I think we're still on the topic of this female thing. I just want you guys to know that especially the women, the ladies, the young girls that are hearing me, that are watching me, I want you guys to know that you are the future leaders and we're going to have a pumped time. Imagine if a woman could really become a president. Just imagine that instant, that a woman is a president. It will be an amazing fun, even though, yes, there is the merits and demerits, but we all know that nobody is perfect and everybody gets the merits and the demerits. Everybody get the ups and everybody get the downs. But you guys have been an amazing listener, an amazing personnel. Over the week, we did posted about the PR system. We did posted about what people say in the market, because this is TDN. We go everywhere and get the views and opinions of every individual, being big, being small, being rich, being not rich. We go and get the views of the people. That is what we're known for. That is why I am saying, if you want to get your latest updates on anything, you can just tune to TDN Africa Media. We're here for you guys. We're here for all of that thing. And it will not be any less of anything, but it's TDN for you guys, and we're known for being a credible media house. We are here to give you credibility. We're here for you guys to talk with us and to chat with us. And I want you guys to tune in tomorrow, 8:30, as I will be here with a colleague, and we guys are going to have some fun together. This is an amazing audition. I just need you guys to let me be. This is the first ever broadcast and I'm here. I feel honored. I feel appreciative. But God, that's what we're known for. We will come with another news right after this break. Let's have fun, guys.
Danny Beats Classic. See this life with a leave zone. Now by grace with a break home. You gon' make calm when the tank come, pull you temper. See this life, we no fake. Now by grace with a break. You gon' make calm when the tank come, pull you temper. Don't be a hater. Life na jeje. We no go die power. Dear, seda. We know say we must better. don't reach. Some man them no yet, so patient and wait. The secret formula to success na faith. Hard work, focus na process, so wait. All job getting days, said I for each other. Hard work get for pain, not for me like DA, unlock no be same. Are you one gain where you no conquer the pain? Look for me watch, timeless. Money making for me mindset. Take every chance if in the slightest. Skyscraper life, I will live until the highest. Life, we not fake, now by grace, we dey pray. You gon' make calm when the tank come, pull you down.
So the APC convention was concluded in McKinney. That just came in, and they had a blast of time. They enjoyed themselves. They did their little political thing, and we know that's a political party. And speaking of politics, we still get a silent note from Kande Yumkela, who is the flag bearer for the National Grand Coalition Party. As posted earlier, the NGC is losing members. That is not a new thing. That happened the 1st of February. People are leaving the party, but Kande Yumkela is still staying silent, which are causing people to get the otherwise thinking, what is this man up to? Is he trying to ditch? Is he wanting to move to another party? And it was rumored, we all know Sierra Leone and rumors, but it was rumored that he was to join the Sierra Leone People's Party, and he was promised a position, which I don't know if it is possible given the fact that His Excellency the President has already announced and has stated clearly that he's going with the same ticket that he goes with for the last election, which we think, well, we really don't have an opinion about that, but we are hoping that it's the good for his party that he's going up to. But the silence of Kande Yumkela is causing people to ask questions. What is he doing? What is he saying? So we are hoping you come out soon and have this discussion with us, because people want to know your opinion. People want to know what you're going to say or to do. And so far, so good. We have only heard about 3 political parties. We know there was a list long of parties in the last election, but we have only been hearing from the Sierra Leone People Party, which is the SLPP, the All People's Congress Party, which is the APC, and the National Grand Coalition Party, which is the NGC. So we are hoping that the parties that were there the last time would come up, so we could know which party are still staying, which party are still, because there was a newspaper that went around about the NGC, before I forget. And the newspaper stated NGC don't scatter. When I saw it, I laughed, because we all know NGC and its supporters. The last election, they did have a massive support. They came 3rd in the election, and we don't know the fate of their party, but we know for a newspaper to come out and say the party don't scatter, it's another thing, because this is how it works in Sierra Leone. Rumors become reality. And we are just hoping that that doesn't happen, because supporters will be disappointed. We did a report on that where we asked people how are they feeling about the rumors, about the NGC, especially when Dr. Dennis Bright left. And they were like, oh, that man, we love that man so much. I think a particular person said, I am not in that party, but I like that man. So people were having all these little cheap chats and everything. And we just want to say, God, we just hope you guys come back together. We hope you guys put that all together. Another interesting thing is that the Sierra Leone football player Musa Tombo released a song. Now, we all know the history of Musa Tombo. We all know that he went out, he was taken to abroad, And he came back with excuses. He was taken to abroad again to play international football because we all know he's talented, he's skilled, and that is what he's known for. But then he came back and say, oh, I don't want to do this. The plan was in that plan that they had. But he now releases a song. Unfortunately, we cannot play that song because I think it's a new release. I saw it this morning, and I don't know, but we can see people multitasking. But if you ask anybody, I think they would say Musa Tumbo and music. That man is a skilled footballer. That man is a good footballer. We have seen him, and he doesn't disappoint. To be honest, it doesn't disappoint in playing football. We have seen him do massive scores for Sierra Leone, internationally, nationally, and so on. He's doing very good at his job. He's doing amazing at his job. But if you want to hear that song, I think you can go to some places and then you can download it and hear it. We all know that he has this massive career, or should I say he had this massive career, and then his personal life was all over social media. And we know we are here. This is TDN Africa Media. We give you all that gist and all that details. His personal life wasn't that much of a thing because his wife did came out on social media and said, we are divorcing. We all know his wife, Hawa Tombo, as she's normally called, even though it's Kamara that is the household name. But because our husband is Musa Tombo, that's how they used to call him, because he comes from Tombo, which is a place in Sierra Leone. So it's like Awa Tombo, Musa Tombo, that kind of vibe, that kind of thing, you know. But she came out and stated this marriage isn't working. She said lots of things that has not been confirmed, because we cannot come here and tell you things that are not confirmed. We're not living in their households. We really don't know what is going on in their households. But from the divorce that was announced by his wife, he also came out and said, okay, yes, the marriage isn't working anymore, and he's going out with other females. He's having fun. The wife is also in her side, always having fun, because we know our Tombo is doing a thing. So she's like, okay, since you're gonna do your own fun, I'm gonna have my own fun too. And just lately she traveled. We know she's a well-known businesswoman. So she traveled. She's back now. I saw village photos. But we want to say, God blesses people with marriage. But if it's not working out, then you don't have to kill yourself there. That statement came from Awatombo. And I just want to relay this because we have seen times and times again domestic abuse, domestic violence. That did come up. That was confirmed. She had all these scars and wounds and bruises. And she said Musa Tombo did that to her. We do not know if he did that to her, but then we did see pictures of scars and wounds because we all know, like I said earlier, that she's that internet kind of person. So she posted all of those things. We want to say if things ain't working out, then leave with your peace of mind. But if you think you can patch things, patch it. We all know that was the power couple, guys. That was power couple. Because there was when Sierra Leone went for AFCON, we saw photos. I'm sure everybody in Sierra Leone saw that photo where our Tombo knelt down, hold her husband's feet and pray. And we know that Musa went there and delivered because he did make a score. And this is what we're hoping for. But let bygones be bygones. I think they can handle themselves there, but I'm very excited for that song. I did listen a bit of that song, and it was like, I don't know, but it is an amazing song, guys. So you can go and listen. If you're just tuning in, this is TDN Africa Media, and we're here to give you all the gist, all the ups and all the downs. And you guys can tune in tomorrow, 8:30. Like I said, I'm gonna be here with my colleague, and we're gonna give you all the news, all the details, all the touch-ups, all the touchdowns. We are going to be here to talk to you guys. I want us to go for a short break so we can sip that coffee, have that fun, do some other stuff. And I want you guys to rush back here. Let's continue this conversation. Don't touch that dial. When I say this is TDN Africa Media, the hyping isn't fake when I say TDN Africa Media. And as I was just talking to you guys that the song was released, and I hope you guys can listen and search for it, word came in that the song has been downloaded, and we want to play the song for you guys. This is TDN Africa Media, guys. There's no play. We come to you ready. We come to you prepared. A song that was released today. Listen to it, guys.
Sports music. Too many bloggers on town. Tony Banks. Mr. Tumbo. Go. I'm the topic. It's a new me, I take a new pick. Oh yeah, my life is epic. I gon' return like Olympic. Call me Messi. I'm the GOAT, I got a trophy. Not so hype, I'm not the type. You already know, yeah, my limited is like me chain, me watch, me clothes, me car, me host. Anything when you get, I'm the topic. People talk about me, I'm the topic. Cause I'm so special, I'm the topic. Every day, every night, I'm the topic. Yeah, I'm the topic. Yeah, I'm the topic. People talk about me, I'm the topic. Cause I'm so special, I'm the topic. Every day of my life is a topic. Yes, I'm a topic. Yeah. Mr. Tumbo. When they talk about me not care. All the bad girl they get, me no fear them. So many bad news, but me, they share them. Bitch, I don't bless me, they don't honor them. No black man talk, me no they follow them. Me no they follow them. Now who just bless, no matter cause so. I get the trophy, so to man no go lost so. I be the legend, people want for be me. And it's how I go, people want for see me. Yeah, I'm the topic, people talk about me, I'm the topic. Cause I'm so special.
Exactly what I said earlier, Musa Tumbo and music. But I enjoy the music. I enjoy the music so much. He said he's the topic. But we all know Musa Tumbo has always been the topic of anything that he conquered or anything that he's around. He's always the topic because he's that kind of guy. And thank you guys for staying in to TDN Africa Media. Don't forget the program is 8:30 to 9:30. Before I leave, there was a video that was posted earlier as it started, because this is TDN, like I said, about the telecommunication operators raising prices of data. To date, it's still going on, and Sierra Leoneans is it going to change? Is it not going to change? Is this the new regular prices of data? And we posted earlier, and there were complaints. There were no good words towards this data increment. I think people are falling victims, lots of victims on this, because I myself, I am a victim. I did get a 2.5 gigabyte, which is 37,000. and it was finished in 15 minutes and I didn't even use it. So people are complaining. We just hope that the telecommunication operators can handle that, can salvage the situation, because we know the country's economy is not so much so. We don't think we need all the other extra hands and all the extra handles to make it heavier. But we do want to say thank you for your services. You guys have been amazing. Well, this is all I have for you in today's edition of The Breakfast Show. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for vibing with me. Thank you guys for doing all the chip chattings with me. Don't forget, this program comes up every Mondays to Fridays, 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. live in all of our social media platforms, which is Facebook, which is YouTube. Don't forget, we also have our TikTok account. We will soon have our Twitter account. So you guys cannot say TDN Africa Media is not anywhere, because we're here, we're there, and we all know that TikTok is the new social media. So we are there as well to bring you the news and the updates, so you can have fun while on TikTok, but you can get news, you can get G's, you can have a topic of discussion. So don't forget to tune in tomorrow. I have been your wonderful presenter. I'm Sylvia John. Stay blessed and have a lovely day.
Danny Beats Classic. City's life with a leaf song. Now by grace with a break home. You gon' make calm when the tank come, pull you 10 wide. City's life, we no fake. Now by grace, we dey pray. You gon' make calm when the tank come, pull you 10 par. Don't be a hater. Life na jeje, we no go die power. TDN, seda, we know say we must better. Life na jeje, we no go die power. Seda, we know say we must better. Some man ten don't pass, some man ten don't reach, some man ten no carry, so patient and wait. The secret formula to success na faith. Hard work, focus na process, so wait, all job getting days. Seda for the other, hard work get for pain, not for me like DA, unlock not be same. Are you one get where you no conquer the pain? Look for me watch, timeless. Money making for me mindset. Take every